Ladies and gentlemen, joining us now, fresh off his first international goal for the U.S. men's national team, an absolute beauty, Sebastian Berhalter. How we doing, lad?
Doing great. What's up, guys?
Man, that goal was unbelievable. First one ever. How did it feel? Was that from the training ground or you just thought that up on the spot?
It was a little bit of improv. We tried it in Vancouver a couple weeks ago, and I just looked at Serginho and was like, "Hey, if I play this to you, just set it back, back to my right foot." And it's kind of what happened. He had the perfect set. I kind of hit it a little bit too hard, honestly. Like I hit it pretty hard into him, and he just cushioned it perfectly, and just from there, I let it fly.
You had some proper whip on that though.
Tony
For
Cruz.
me,
They're comparing it to the Tony Cruz Germany goal. Come on
yeah,
now.
I got to go out. I drove out to Tampa, so I was able to be there at the game, and
Oh,
I
nice.
was set up in the box with Gooch, and everybody just were like, "What a banger," And
That's cool.
it was just to start the game off like that. It was a big moment for you guys. It's
Mhm.
been obviously it's been tough the last couple months with the media and all that stuff, but you seem to put a nice stiff arm to everybody. And yeah, I mean you're playing really, really well, man. So
Thank
congrats.
you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you
How's
guys.
it feeling in
Go
camp?
ahead, Jeff.
It's great. I think it's just the more, like the more time you have together as a group, just the relationship just built. And these last, especially from when I was in two camps ago to now, it's like a different feel. Everyone's so much closer, and I think we just know what to expect, especially out of Mauricio and his staff. And everyone's kind of aligned, and it doesn't matter who's out there and who's playing. It's the guys are ready to go. So it's a really good feeling.
Yeah, you guys get in that dust up at that end of that other game, and Poch seemed to love it. And
He loves that.
dude, the
Yeah, he
passion
loves
that he shows in those interviews, man, I fucking love it. He grabbed the badge, said, "I'm the
it.
king.
Yeah.
I'm not a janitor." What's it like playing for him?
It's great, honestly. It like you said, I think it's one of the only coaches in my career where you leave a meeting and you're like, I just want to go play right now. Like he gets you to that point where it's you want to run through a brick wall. And even though he's not even American, it's just like the passion he has and the way he can convey it and almost make it feel like it's him too. And that's something that's really really special and a really good and good quality that him and the staff really really has.
That's that it's hard to for people to understand that it's in their blood. It's like the
Yeah.
soccer passion. Obviously, you grew up in a soccer. I prefer to say football family.
Hmm. Hmm.
So it's just in you, and it's always good to see. I think players relate more to people that are exposed to that type of environment, that have been in there, that understand that passion and just the understanding of what football means to them and their culture and I think he's really done. It's taken time, and I think my question is, do you think the intensity has improved in the camp? Like it's the smaller details now. Everybody's kind of fine tuning things a little bit in what he's asking for. Have you seen a difference in the last couple camps?
Yeah, I would say the intensity's always been there. I think we've always had that. It's you're playing for your country, so there's always that intensity, and especially in training, there's always that fight. Again, I think it is like guys just know what to expect now, and guys understand him a lot better, and he understands us better, and it's just the kind of the coming together that's making it feel right, and it's not forced, and we all know what to expect, and now it's about going out there and doing our job and doing our role, and he's made it pretty clear to us, what to do, and he gives us freedom on the ball. He gives us the freedom to be ourselves and to enjoy it. And if you want a rainbow guy in the final third, rainbow guy in the final third. He doesn't care. Like it's like if you have mistake, if you in the final
Just be
third, if
prepared to get two-footed if you do that.
100%, and we'll have that guy's back. I'm not gonna be one rainbowing anyone. I'll tell you that right now, but. We'll have that guy's back if it happens, but it's that freedom in the final third just to be yourself, and that's
Yeah.
pretty cool. And then also obviously just the fight and the intensity and the counter press is the non-negotiables.
Do you find that hard now transferring? Like I felt it at some point when I was in the MLS. I didn't find it as much when I went over to England, but that demand and that level of intensity and just the pace, the tempo of everything, and then going back to your club team. Do you feel that there's a slight adjustment, or maybe just things are a little bit slower? Anything like that? Do you feel
Yeah, it's you're
definitely
not.
different for sure?
Yeah, I think my first national team training, they didn't walk one time, and I was like, "What's going on here?" Every single time I'm jogging around the field, I'm having to cover everything, and I'm like, "This is crazy." Usually, I like ball to the side, you're kind of jogging, like a little bit getting over, but that was kind of a wake up call. And then coming back to Vancouver, it's the game is a little bit slower, but it's in those small margin moments where you have to be sharp. It's where those
Yep.
first three steps to win a ball, to close a guy down, that's what makes a difference. Because naturally the ball moves a little bit slower, and that's
Yep.
fine. And then it's in those close moments, in those little battles, it's like, how do you separate yourself from the opponent? And I think in those like first couple steps and just reading the game a little quicker is where you can get an advantage.
Yeah, and that's like the processing speed. Like you're thinking quicker on a different level. You go back, it might be slower, but
Hmm.
you're still processing much quicker. So you'll really
Exactly.
pick up. And you're flourishing. You've had a hell of a season so far, man. And
Thank you.
it's how's the? I know Gump is dying to ask the question. So Gump, I'm gonna let you take it.
Yeah,
Talk to me.
you guys are on a hell of a run. I know you've kind of like really jump started your career in Vancouver, and it's been awesome to see. I'm from Victoria, so I know
Oh
those
yeah,
people out there love you, man. So it's awesome to see.
appreciate that.
But what's it been like playing with Thomas Mueller, man? Because he's just a fucking absolute legend of the game.
Yeah, I mean he's always himself. He's always saying, well, everything he thinks he's telling you, and there's not a lot of cushion behind it. He's telling you if you think you can be better, if you think you're doing good, he'll tell you. His leadership on the field is probably one of the biggest things. Is that in tight moments, in moments when we just need to chill, he lets us know. And he's very clear on it. And it's not it's not an argument. It's just him telling us like, guys, we need to chill out, or it's like, guys, we got to get going. Like, what are we doing, type of thing. And everyone takes that and runs with it. And then on the field, he's a great player. He just knows how to fill his gaps. He knows what it takes, and he brings that intensity in that fight. Because you see him running around and chasing balls down. And, you're doing the same. So he's a great guy to have in the locker room for
You
sure.
guys are a
Does he have
close
that
knit
balance
group
of?
too, man. Like you can see it on the field, like how close you guys are as a group. It's awesome
Yeah,
to see.
thank you.
Does he
Yeah,
have
we've
that
been
balance of
together
the
for a while.
banter?
Say it again, sorry.
Is he full of banter? Like you see it, like he's just you kind of like you can see his personality and celebrations and stuff like that, and he seems to be a jokester, but you also see the serious side of him. So just you guys getting stuck into banter in the dressing room, pranks and stuff like that, or is it just very very structured German?
No, he's hilarious. Like he actually says some stuff like you're like, what the hell did you just say? Yeah. Like there's some stuff you're like, wow, I can't believe he just said that. But he's really funny, and it's really cool to see at it shouldn't be a surprise, but at his age, like anything in training is like he wants to win. And if he's coming in and winning, he's talking his stuff, and like for me, it's we compete every day, and I want to be going to the locker room and give it to Thomas, and I know he's going to give it to me if I don't win. So it's like that is pretty cool, and to have that with a guy at that caliber is good, and it challenges you and makes you want to be better.
What's the one thing that you can say that you've grown dramatically over just this year? Because for me, you've had such a big jump in your professional club career, but also internationally as well. Like you've made a really big jump. What do you think you've adapted and improved on so much this year?
I think it's just been a steady build. I don't think it's been a real jump. It's been each year of my career has kind of just been a steady build on the next, and it's nothing crazy happened. I didn't start taking shots. I didn't start taking a certain pill or whatever the hell it is. You stick to your processes and your routines, and you believe
Yeah,
in it and you trust in it. And it's not a
yeah,
secret. It's not. There's nothing secretive about it. It's just about being yourself and being authentic, and then doing what makes you what makes you you.
yeah. I like that.
Massive one this Saturday against LAFC. Sunny to come into town. How do we feel about their squad?
I mean, I don't even care. I just can't wait, man. I'm so excited for the game, and I'm so excited to be out there with my guys and just be in front of a huge stadium, 55,000 sold out, and for the city of Vancouver. I think the fans deserve it. They deserve to have these type of games and these type of big moments in the city. And we just want to go out there and make them proud and come away with the win.
Yeah, they love it out there, man. I know they'd love
Cool.
their soccer out there. That barn's going to be absolutely rocking on Saturday night.
Hell yeah.
I got to go back to the goal one more time because you hit that goal and then you grab the badge right away for the celly and run to the corner. Like,
Well, I can tell you, he's not going to grab the Canadian.
yeah,
one.
I know that. I know that. But the grab of the badge and run to the corner, especially your first international goal, is such a cool moment. Just what was that like for you, man?
It was like, I think I've watched it 1,000 times back. Like, it's just like, it feels, I mean, there's no words. It just feels like you can't even describe the feeling. It's, just seeing all the fans and seeing my teammates run towards me. It was like, I just felt so happy for the team and just the whole game. I just felt happy for the country, you know, and that like, look, like, you know, we got to believe in each other. We got to believe it as a group. Everyone's just got to believe, and let's go out there and do our best, you know, and show everyone what America's about. We said that in the pregame huddle. You know, I think guys were talking and kind of getting guys pumped, and then, you know, I kind of gave them like hey, let's just show them what America's about tonight, you know, and I think that's what we did, and we showed them that, you know, we're here.
I fucking love that.
Yeah, I fucking love that too, brother.
There he is.
Hey, I was out there listening to this entire thing. I fucking love you, dude. I am so happy that you were a part of this United States national team, especially with the World Cup happening. And I know you guys have talked about Ponch a little bit and how much he loves America and all that stuff, but it feels like since the beginning he's been trying to find his culture. A lot of dogs. And you said, let's show him what America's about. I think last World Cup, there's some flopping and shit. And I think American fans don't want to see that out of the United States of America. Do you guys get that sense as well?
Yeah, we're cutting that shit out. No flopping, no nothing. I mean, we're dogs, and I think that's like, hopefully you guys can see that. And
Yes, can see that. I want to let you know that we can see that.
Like, why not? You know, why not us? Why not go there and just believe and bring the country together and show, you know, what Americans can do.
Okay, last question for me. If you had to hit you're a great ball striker, dude. You're
Thank you.
You're maybe the greatest ball striker in the history of the United States of America. And I don't, like, actually, you actually might be. As somebody, and I don't know what your reaction is, I can't see you up there because kind of the way it's said. Do you think that's true? You think you're best ball striker in the history of America?
No, I don't, Pat. I actually don't. I think I still have a long way to go, and hopefully by the end of my career, you know, if people want to say that, awesome. But for me, I'm just...
No, that fucker explodes off your foot. You know it. You know it. You know it. And you know where the fuck it's going, too. I saw it the first time you started taking the free kicks and all that shit. I had no idea who you were. But as somebody who literally spent my entire life just kicking a ball off the side of my house and having a very strong leg and all that type of shit, being a ball striker is something that like carried me into my profession, obviously. And I always wanted to like take on the Irish in like rugby. I wanted to go kick against them. I want to go to Australia, kick against them. Like I saw myself as a ball striker. And I think there's like few guys throughout the history of the United States of America that have done it, but also the entire country or entire world. When you started hitting the balls, it was like, holy fuck, we got a guy. Like you are a elite ball striker. And I think you know that. And obviously everybody knows that's why you're taking every single set piece. But it's fucking fun to watch you, dude. You need to know that.
Thank you. And you know it. You know, you have that feeling on the ball. Like, it doesn't matter what ball it is. There's this feeling on the ball. And you know, I'm sure you know with the football, like there's that sweet spot, you know, that once you hit it, it's like, that's what I'm trying to, it's a different sound. You know, you hear it just over repetition and repetition. The more you practice it, the more you get that.
You've always had that?
No. Hell no. No.
Or you're like a little weak ass, you had a little soft ass leg, and then you had to work on it?
Yeah. Honestly, that's just practice. That's just like the technique of it. You know, I don't think nothing to do with the size of your leg. It's all in the technique and feeling the ball and hearing the sound and just trying to repeat that over and over again.
Could you hit like a 55-yard field goal, you think, if you had to right now?
Dude, every time I watch you do the college game day and those kids kicking field goals, dude, I want to blast that thing right there.
Yeah. You could put it on. I think you are one of the, like, everybody thinks like every soccer player could go and do it. I think, you know, there's a height and everything like that. But the way you hit a ball, I think you would be able to transfer quickly, you know, whenever your soccer career is over. I think you'd be able to. You are very talented, brother. You're fun to watch.
A trial.
Thank you, Pat.
We don't have those. You guys have that shit where it's like, hey, we'll have a trial, a lend, a loan. You have 4 days. We don't have that shit. We don't have it in the NFL. I wish we did, because just picking you up, you know, in the middle of your season would be amazing. But, like, you are special to watch. This whole group is fun. We appreciate the hell out of you, man.
Pat, appreciate you honestly having me on. And honestly, the support with soccer, like, huge, dude. huge. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, we need to keep calling it soccer because you guys did a lot of fucking football drops in here, and we're going to try to run it to people, and they're not going to listen. But, hey, it's coming home. It's coming home, baby.
Damn right.
Well, dude, keep smashing it, man. Like for me, just we talked about it in the show yesterday that you guys have that bite, dude. You guys are showing that you're fucking being ruthless, and I love to see it because I just feel like that's how when we played, we didn't take any shit, and I feel like that group has grown so much, and just see Uruguay, and then they're starting to do little bits. And you guys were fucking right in their face, standing over them. I love it because that just shows the pride, that shows the passion, and it shows that everybody's together. So keep doing what you're doing, man. You're fucking killing it, and I hope you guys get a good result this weekend.
Thank you, Geoff. Appreciate it, man. It's nice. I appreciate hearing it from you. Seriously, thank you.
Yeah,
we're rooting for you, man.
Yeah,
seriously.
we're rooting for you guys, man. We're
Thank you,
excited
guys.
for this World Cup. We appreciate
We just
you.
got to get the invite.
Yeah,
for
we'll be there. We'll be down on the
dude.
field.
Come on,
We'll be
man.
there.
Let's go. Let's go.
Hey, good
We're
luck.
ready.
Good luck on Saturday night too, man. We appreciate your time, ladies and gentlemen. Sebastian Berhalter.
Thank you, guys.